Looks like I did. Careful stacking. Okay. Careful stacking.
I know how to play Jenga. You don't.
That's not true. We've never played Jenga before. I feel like we're going to have to play a game of Jenga when we get home. So it is a dreary, gross, yucky day. And I had planned on going shopping today, but I chickened out. I decided, you know what, I'm just going to stick close to home today. I'm not going to drag myself all over God's green earth. I'm gonna stick close to home. So literally 10 minutes down the road and we are here at the shop. My goal today is to get some stuff priced for the booth. Our booth is doing relatively well this month. I think we've had about $700 worth of sales this month, and that's in coins and knickknacks and all of the things that we've been selling, and that's pretty good for us. I sold a cookie jar this week and a few vases and odds and ends. So I'm gonna price some stuff today, and I'm gonna try to get over there to fill some spaces. I've been doing that once a week, trying to replenish the booth, move some stuff around. In the last video where I was pricing stuff for the booth and moving it in, I did say that I was going to move some stuff out of the booth, and I think I'm going to do that today. So I'm going to price some stuff, bring it over, and pull some stuff out that has been stagnant and sitting around. I do have the option of running a sale on that stuff to get it moved along, but I don't really feel like doing that right now. So I think instead of running a sale, I'm just going to pull it out because it's been there a while, and I don't really feel like there's much interest in it. So we'll pull it out and maybe bring it back here, and when we open our shop, we keep pulling it out for the shop. But anyway, that's the plan for today. Let's price some stuff and get moved over to Bedford Street Antiques. Here we go. Okay, so I think I'm going to work over in this corner today. I would absolutely love to have all of this cleared out. I think I'm just going to start pricing stuff and then get it over into the booth. I think that's a good goal to have. So I have open space over here to work with and kind of set stuff that I'd like to price. I do have a blinking light above me, so I do apologize to anyone who is sensitive to that. I have to get the bulb replaced in the overhead light. This is a Blanco candle holder. I only have a single. I think this is a good contender for the booth. I purchased these two candlestick holders from Goodwill with the intention to put them in my booth, so that's where they're going to end up. Looks like Shelby got some of this milk glass cleaned up. It looks very nice and sparkly now. I purchased this the other day, and I was going to stick this into the booth because I've actually been selling quite a few brandy snifters out of the booth. Now, I did get a question in the comments recently. What is the purpose of these? They're actually just decorative mostly. I mean, you could technically drink brandy out of them, but I really wouldn't advise it unless you want a trip to the hospital. We have another one here. This is a green one. This has kind of an optic appearance. I guess they both kind of have optic to them. This one, I remember when I purchased it, had a Made in Mexico sticker on it, which kind of threw me for a loop because I would have assumed that it was made in Empoli, but it said Made in Mexico, so I don't know. Here is a very sweet kitty cookie jar. This is going to replace the mousy cookie jar, which sold last week. Okay, so I've made a little bit of progress. I've kind of gotten carried away with stacking empty boxes and actually emptying boxes that I've had laying around for a while. So my pile over here has obviously grown just a little bit. I added this white pot here. I've actually shown this before. I did not know who made this, and I still don't. This was an extra in an auction lot, and I know I've made my money back and then some on that particular lot, so I'm not even really... Is that supposed to have like a thing on the end? I don't know. So I'll just put it in the booth relatively cheap. But here's the stuff I have to price for the booth. I might price all this and then start a new pile because I'm running out of space. I did finally unbox all of the rose, well, no, I'm missing the teacups, but I unboxed a lot of the rose medallion I had stashed away. I had purchased this a long time ago. Now, some of the plates are in decent condition. Some of them do have chips, but there are a lot. Here are the lids to the teacups. There are a lot of saucers. See, that one has a crack. So there is some damage to some of them. I think these ones are saucers and those are plates. Some have markings, some do not. You can see that one has a chip on it. On the back, there are more lids. And there is a really nice bowl that actually doesn't have any cracks on it. So really nice pieces. I'm actually going to go look for the saucers right now. I moved the saucers up here to keep them safe. All right, I'm going to unwrap these and get these out onto the shelf. Now, technically, these shelves are supposed to be getting cleared off, but I'm just using them now to set stuff on as I empty out boxes and get this area cleared out. So as it turns out, some of these are cream soup cups and some of them are teacups. So that's why we have two different size saucers and why we have the lids. So this lid would fit right on top of this. I also discovered a few more cookie jars as I was going through boxes. Here is a circus cookie jar. Looks like it has some age to it. So we're going to stick that down there for now. I think that is the lid to a castle cookie jar that I have laying around. And this one is an ocean cookie jar. This one is not very old. Okay, well, I've got prices ready to fire off for all of this stuff. So I'm going to head over to computer over here and get all of those printed, and then we're going to slap the labels on, and then we'll make a new pile. Andrew has a big show this weekend, so you can see he has been very busy pricing all of his metal detecting stuff. I'm currently surrounded by it. Okay, so here we are in the Ricochet consignment software. This video is not sponsored, but I have 19 items here and I have all of my tags up. The great thing about this is I'm pricing this stuff for Bedford, but when we eventually do open our store, these tags are going to be interchangeable. So I could pull stuff out of our booth at Bedford, move it over to the store, and we can use the barcodes here in our shop, which will be really, really nice. You can see most of this stuff I priced pretty reasonable. I've been moving a lot of the middle of the road stuff, and I'm cool with that because, you know, those small sales really do add up. And I think we've done about $700 in sales so far for this month, and that's great. So I'm gonna do one of these, and it's gonna spit out all our labels. Okay, so I've got everything here priced. I'm now going to wrap it all and get it into a tote. Jesse doesn't have a photo box, and this was an extra photo box, so I packed it all up, and he's going to take that home to start photographing some of the stuff that he is selling on eBay. I think that'll work out better for him than the setup that he currently has, hopefully. So yeah, so now I have more space to spread stuff out and start pricing. There is a box under here that has some stuff under it that I had unboxed the other day. Ooh, there's some nice Christmas stuff. I've got to start listing my Christmas stuff. Start breaking it out. I've got a whole bunch of Christmas stuff stashed under here. Pretty soon I'm going to start listing it to eBay. So here is some stuff that you saw me unbox the other day with the intent to put into the booth. I think this one, however, is better suited for eBay. I think I could probably get better money. It'll be a little bit of a pain to ship just because of its size and the fact that the candlesticks risk getting broken because of the size of the bowl, but it'll sell better on eBay. So the other pieces, this dish, those I think would be worth putting in the booth. So I'm going to pull those out and get those up on the table, and we'll go from there. Okay, I decided just to go for it. I decided to pull out a bunch of Christmas that I've had stashed for a little while, especially the bigger pieces that I've had around for a while. You guys may recall seeing me purchase them. I think they've been around for at least one Christmas, and they were intended as booth pieces because they were pieces that I did not want to ship. For instance, this cast iron Santa in the sleigh with all of his reindeer, super heavy, and definitely a booth piece. I believe it's contemporary. I don't think that it's vintage. Santa is a little bit tiny in scale, although reindeer, I imagine, are pretty large. So there's that. This I picked up the other day. I don't know if you've seen the video yet. Got the Grinch. There are some glasses. I think I have a set of these listed right now. I bought a ton of these at Goodwill a while back, and these are more than what I have listed. There are some, well, one candle holder that I got at Goodwill. This guy, I consulted Andrew on whether to list this to eBay or put it in the booth, and we made the decision to put it in the booth. These I had bought for myself, but I have too much stuff that I bought for myself, so I really need to just part with them. And then we've got Folk Art Santa. I don't know much about him. I believe that he is hand painted, and I think he's made of clay, at least his face is. If you remember when I bought him, if you saw that video, I think he's supposed to be holding something under his arm because he has like this huge glob of glue under his arm, but I was able to fasten his arm there so that it looks somewhat natural, but I do think that he was supposed to be holding something there, so I'll make note of that on the tag when I generate it. This here, I believe I got that one in Shillington, Goodwill, back when I was pregnant with Laurel. It's been a hot minute. Christmas tray. Yeah, so that's everything I got out on the table right now. So I'm going to take a moment. I'm going to price all of that. I think I did show you guys that stuff, but I'm going to price all of this and get it boxed up. And then I think we may take a trip over to Bedford. I forgot to tell you guys that I did, in fact, order J-hooks, and I'm very excited about this. I didn't, of course, measure the holes for the J-hooks. I just ordered them blindly. So I'm really hoping that they'll fit in the holes. I guess we'll find out when we get over there. But since I have the J-hooks, I was walking by this artwork that we picked up at Springfield, and I said to Andrew, do you think we should price that? And he says, yeah, we should. Why not? So we have $75 into this. I'm very tempted to keep it. It's one of those. I think it would look awesome in our bedroom. But also, we don't need it. So I'm going to try to move it along. Okay, I put $195 on it. That's my, I don't want to let it go, but I will if you pay $195 price. Because I like it too much. So let's get these tags printed out, and I'll get all this stuff priced up. Okay, so I've got everything in these 3 totes right here. We've got Santa chillin'. I did decide to price this artwork finally. I priced it for $125. I don't know if you guys remember me grabbing this from Goodwill. Just gotta check, make sure the Goodwill price isn't on there still. I don't even remember what I paid for it, to be honest. So this is going to go over, should I stick that on top maybe? It is an original artwork, and it looks to be signed Antony or something, but I can never quite make it out. And then the mushroom trees, and I'm also going to put this Buckley moss over there. I've got this price for $2.95 on the Buckley moss.
The knocker. Yeah, these are all railroad seam buttons.
What is that thing?
That's probably a hog tooth. That's what it looks like. It looks like a hog tooth.
It's so random.
It might have been on a site. A lot of times in the trash pits you'll find pig bones and cow bones and stuff like that and teeth. So if they were hunting a Civil War site and they got into a trash pit, it could have come out of a trash pit.
But that doesn't explain all of the railroad buttons.
Yeah, it's kind of odd that they've got the railroad buttons mixed in. Some of these are in good shape.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I bought these by accident. I was trying to bid on something else, and we ended up with these.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, I wouldn't have bought this case for a whole lot.
It's a little dusty. It's got me coughing.
It is a little dusty.
Yeah, usually.
I don't need the pig tooth, but I'll.
Right. Now what do I do with these buttons? I guess I'll list them. I'll stick them over here for now.
I would list them as just a big lot of
yeah, I'm
buttons.
thinking that's what I'll do. I'll stick them in this bowl for now. My next project is to get all this moved into the back. Today I managed to get a bunch of boxes emptied out and stacked and a little bit organized over there. Made some room here. These are on their way out, so made some progress today, right, Andrew? Looks like I did. Careful stacking. Okay. Careful stacking.
I know how to play Jenga. You don't.
That's not true. We've never played Jenga before. I feel like we're going to have to play a game of Jenga when we get home.
This is an oldie.
Yeah, it is. We sold the rest of those. That was the leftover because this one had a monogram on it. I think we sold the ones that didn't have the monogram.
Yeah, that's an oldie.
Mm-hmm. We couldn't decide if it was a horse or a dog.
It's kind of like a horse to me. Short ear, I don't know.
Ah. Horse or dog?
I don't know. You could probably call it either.
It's a horse dog.
It's a horse dog.
I almost forgot about this guy. I've had him priced forever and he's just been sitting here. And I forgot to bring him over. This is the Get Out of My Way Beth Greyhound, the last one. The black one's sold. So I didn't want to clean it because it is cold painted. And if you try to clean it, it could take off the finish. So I did my best to blow air on it and stuff, but it is a little bit dusty. Okay, well, we have got everything loaded up in the truck, and we are going to go around the corner now to Bedford Street Antiques and load it all into the booth. We've got about an hour until we've got to be home for the kiddos, so hopefully we can get it all accomplished. All right. We're here. Let's whip out those J-hooks and see if they stick into the pegboard. Are you sure?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't measure them.
You don't need to. They're just J-hooks.
Okay, because they had like different size. They were like 1 1/4, and they were like 1 inch, and they were like 2 inch, and I'm like,
no, those will work.
I'll just grab one and hopefully they fit.
Those will work.
Christmas time. Okay, so we moved the gold coin painting up and put the mushroom tree carpet artwork down. I think it looks pretty good. I don't know if I like Frosty there, though. I feel like he's out of place. Isn't he? A little bit?
It's up to you. You can...
Frosty's going to have to scooch on out somewhere else. You didn't like my stickering job? It just sits there. I know it just sits there. Okay. What else do we have in here? Andrew, you can just dig in and put stuff wherever you think it will go. Okay. So we have the booth all updated and I'm really quite pleased with it. I think it looks fantastic. We only had to remove a couple things. I'd say like 5 or 6 things, right?
Something like that.
Which I was surprised by. I thought we'd have to move a bunch of stuff out. But we've got Santa. Should we move Santa?
I would take Santa and put Santa right there.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get kicked.
He's a little bit creepy. He's a little creepy Santa, but it's okay. I think it's a good creepy. And we have the mushroom trees on the wall, and I feel like the glass right in front really complements the mushroom trees, just the color scheme of it all. How many sneezes? 3. That's it? 3? 4?
That's it.
4. Okay. All right, so I think that's really it. I'm really happy with it. We have the candlesticks moved in. I feel like we moved in about 30 items, possibly. Cookie jars down there. Snowman. The Christmas stuff kind of got shuffled there, so it's not real obvious. But I really couldn't find a cohesive place to put it. So that's it. Now we must get home to the children. And I've got listings going live tonight. Yeah, I've got listings going live tonight because it's Tuesday. And then we're going to call it quits. Smitty! Nope. He's like, I will not be lured.
He's like, nope, I don't know you. I'm turning around and walking away.
I see how it is, Smitty. I see how it is. I thought we were friends. Someday.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you.